I've been thinking about what you said, about not being the jacket. I am the observer, the eternal soul. But if I am not defined by my results, how do I actually do anything well? In America, we are taught that the win is the only thing that matters. If I don't care about the promotion or the grade, won't I just become lazy? Do you think the one who tended this garden was lazy? No, it's flawless. Exactly. True action isn't about doing less. It's about doing more with less internal friction. Most people in your country are exhausted not because of the physical work they do, but because of the mental weight they carry while doing it. They are working one job, but in their minds they are battling 1,000 what-if scenarios about their boss, their bank account, and their status. That mental static is what drains you, not the labor. That's my entire Monday morning, every week. I'm doing the work, but I'm also rehearsing my defense for a meeting I haven't had yet. That isn't action, that's theater. True action is skill in action. It is being so present in what you are doing, whether it's coding, driving, or simply listening to a friend, that there is no room for the ego to complain. When you drop the "what's in it for me," the work itself becomes a masterpiece. The quality of your work actually improves because your mind isn't divided. But if I'm not doing it for the win, what's the fuel? What gets me out of bed at 6 a.m. when I'm tired? The fuel is service. Service? That sounds like I'm supposed to give up my dreams and just be a doormat. I still have bills to pay. I want to build something. Service isn't about being a martyr. It is about shifting the target of your heart. If you write a line of code just to get rich, you are a slave to the market. If the market dips, your spirit dips. But if you write that same line of code to solve a problem for another human being, to make someone's life easier, you are a master of your craft. The money often follows both, but only one lets you sleep with a quiet mind. So it's a shift in focus from what can I get to what can I give. Exactly. Even paying your student loans can be an act of service. It's an act of integrity, honoring a promise you made. When you view your life as a series of offerings to the world rather than transactions with it, that pressure you felt, the weight that made your head heavy, it starts to evaporate. You aren't working for a life. Your work is your life expressed. But what about when things go wrong? This is the part I'm scared of. I can do my duty with a great heart, and my company can still lay me off. I can be a good person and still lose someone I love. How does true action handle a crash? Failure is just a word the world uses for an unexpected turn in the path. If your peace is anchored in the effort and intent, a layoff is just a change in your assignment. It doesn't touch your value because your value was never in the job title to begin with. That's hard to accept. In my world, if you don't have the title, you're invisible. It feels like I'm losing my edge. On the contrary, you are gaining an edge that no one can take from you. The man who isn't afraid to lose is the most powerful man in the room. He can speak the truth when others are silent. He can take risks when others are paralyzed by fear of the outcome. That is the unseen power. Wisdom is knowing that the storm is outside, but the anchor, the you we spoke of, is inside. You act because it is right to act, not because the world promises you a reward. You've been trying to build a life out of sand, building on outcomes you cannot control. I'm teaching you to build on the rock of your own eternal spirit. When you act without attachment, you are free. You can win without pride and lose without despair. That is true mastery. I see it now. The path hasn't changed. The city is still waiting for me, and it's still going to be loud and chaotic. But I'm not the same person walking back into it. I'm taking the garden with me. That is the secret. You don't need a better world. You need a better you to live in it. Act with love. Work with excellence. Leave the results to me. I am the one who brings the rain. You are the one who plants the seeds. Just plant them well. So, if I start practicing this true action tomorrow, will I still get frustrated when someone cuts me off in traffic on the Beltway? Even I have limits, my son. But we'll work on your patience in our next talk. For now, just focus on the next step.
Don't miss the next step in this profound journey. Subscribe and hit the notification bell to continue our conversation. The path to clarity begins now.